Hello and welcome. Right, so ever so weird because I'm not used to OBS where I check my volume level because it's got a fantastic meter. I have got it on this, but you have to dig deeper into the program and you can't see it immediately. So yeah, right. First thing I'm going to do, I don't want to forget this again, is we're going to do the liming. So we're going to buy a few bags of lime. These should be actually working now. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, I broke these completely the other day and I've had to sort of fix them. So, and it is true, the liquid fertilizer, I don't know, giants feel very strongly about it. You cannot make a mod from it. Not even if you keep it at the same price, it will not let you do it, which is really strange. It's the only thing you can't do. Herbicide and all the others you can do. It was rather a strange, I think 4. Is that right? 3, 6. Yeah, it is with the oddments. Brilliant. So at least that's fixed. I can actually do multiples now instead of going 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 all the time, which is a nice thing to do. Gonna get this done. Yeah, I should be on Riverbend Springs, but I've literally ripped my enclosure to pieces again, and it's causing the game to crash. There's mega things. And yeah, I've done a mod test on it. It works well in the folder that it's in. I've done something wrong with the paths. When I move it, it completely breaks it, which it really shouldn't, so it's a bit of a weird one. But I've got to be honest, it is teaching me a lot. Although it's sort of like an epic fail and you really would like to for it to succeed, obviously all of us would like these things, but it is teaching me a lot. I've sort of like checking other mods, including the one we've got on this, the fantastic mod that we've got here. It's the Wiata is the i3D file name of the modder that made it. It's absolutely fantastic bit of kit. It's lovely to see how the modders actually do these fantastic things. Right, we should really... What a place to leave your trailer. Gordon Bennett. It is true. It's not in the best place. Right, so let's get these 2 fields on. We can just run straight down the middle, and I apologise for the fact that they're... Ooh. Keep forgetting, I always do that. Right, let's zip out a little, especially for Marty, so we can see everything on the field. Yeah, I must admit, I'm not a massive fan of this kind of view, but it's you can see your entire width of the field, and you can see that actually that's really about perfect. Yeah, and it would really, from that angle, go underneath the belt, sort of. Yeah, it's not quite. I think the other field is slightly bigger. I don't think we can truly... You can see the damage circles in all stages, can't you? It's quite amazing, really. There's still a lot, as I sort of showed in the last session, really, with like weird straw planes that you can see when you really shouldn't see them and things like that. It's not good, but yeah, I was determined I was going to get this liming done this time. Now we've got no till, so we don't need to worry, do we? I think we'll probably have a tiny little... Yeah, I think, to be honest, I don't think even the smallest spread could actually do that little tiny thing. I'm not going to waste lime for the tiniest little slither. It's a shame. I would have liked to have done it a bit better. If it was a bit bigger, I would do it, but yeah, it's not... I'm going to be hitting the stones. Yeah, I thought I would. Right, no, I mean, you'd only go up them, wouldn't you, really? Right, so we want... So, let's put that down. Because at the minute we've got nothing in the field. Let's zip down a little bit. We do feel a little bit... Yeah. Like a tiny little land when I do that. Massive. Yeah, I know it's necessary. I know it is. Yes, I am enjoying my modding, but I'm not enjoying this because it's sort of taking me a long time now. But... As I said, it is a learning curve. And I was thinking earlier, I thought, well, do I just start again? Do I just grab it again? And like, because the amount of times I've gone through the indexing to make sure I'm right, and I am right, and I think, well, what have I done wrong then? How come it works? And there's a piece of software that Giants give you, obviously if you're modding, that you can test your piece of, your bit of kit. It tests fine, and then I move it, and then it breaks everything. So I must have built something. The paths aren't right inside, and I don't know what I've checked it because I know how to do that, and I've moved the paths so that it points to the giant. I'm getting a bit too technical. I am, yeah. The inner geek strikes again. Yeah, let's leave it. It's true. It's not interesting for him for. Why? With that being down, are you still? It is sort of working. It's just, can we lift it now? Has it got enough? Yeah, I mean, what the other thing I can do is that you can put the pass-through weight on the back to, because the one thing is it's going to always use the back first, which is going to leave. Now this is better to sort of do a circle in the middle than anything. So if we just get a bit of speed up and keep pressing the wrong button, and we'll go around the bale. Yeah, I've got a few obstacles that are, although to be honest I would say that's not far off right. It's a beautiful spreader, this is. Really enjoying this. I still haven't forgotten my other spreader, but with everything that's going on, there's so many things that I'd like to do that seem important. Still won't let me put the slurry thing inside my tanker. Keep getting the error. I did it one time and then I added on the slurry thing that you get on the normal ones. I still don't like it, so I just might take it. In fact, I think I might have done that. I think I took the slurry thing off of my barrel so that it didn't keep moaning at me. No, I haven't. No, I didn't at all. I did in my... Yeah, I must do that. So let's chuck that lime out. I would imagine... Yeah, we are still full in the front. Okay, I do love the fact that you can throw this out with it being this kind of box that it lets you throw it out as a lot of them obviously you could. So one of the disadvantages, this is always the type of tank that the type of front box that I always wanted in FS25, where it literally was an extension of almost like the same as this. It's just in this back. Yeah, where you throw it out and it throws it out as a pallet rather than as the front boxes we had are mainly chucked out. Well, they would chuck it out loose because they were almost like shovels in a way, which they are fantastic and you know how to use them. But let's just throw that out. Let's just push that a little. So finally, we have actually done the liming. Just put that down a second. It's better for nudging. In so many ways, it's got an awful lot of really good features. But I am going to model it a bit. I am, so that it's an adjusted mod rather than just a base game edit. Which again, I don't really want to be doing that. Truthfully, actually, can we use this? Can we sort of use this build? I just had a thought then. We could sort of. Can we use one of the MA7 Studios? Like. Yeah, one of these. Will it sort of... Oh no, it's a little bit big. Just a tad. And then it would look really odd. Or could you sort of put it to the top of the building? No, because it does that. Yeah, it goes above it. Won't let you do it. We can, of course, do that one. But it's a bit small. But you could actually do that. That would actually work. Or you could go... I suppose you could make use of that at the front like that. It's about as much use as a chocolate fire guard, really, as a friend of mine used to always say, which is a hilarious thing. So just that one, I could have sworn there was a couple by MA7 Studios. Thought there was 2 or 3 floaters. Oh, they might be dearer. That's what I'm thinking. They are 8,500. Yeah, and that's just well big, isn't it? It looks silly because you've got nothing to put it against. Yeah. It's a shame. I think isn't there a dearer one? Even 12,005. Yeah. That's on the road itself, yeah. Brilliant. All of them fantastic models, but yeah, none of them really suitable for what I'd like to do. Right, anyway, enough maudling. Right, so then have we done the animals? I would imagine. I'd imagine we have. But should we really do it itself? To be honest, I did also like, only if you all would sort of say, yeah, let's do another year at Zielonka. If I do, then I'm going to grab a grass field, and we will definitely do our own grass, which would be a good thing to use the. Oh, okay, that surprised me. Why did you fall over? I wasn't even. I'm a terrible travelling. and then wondering why, but I really didn't do that this time. Or maybe it was a bit of forward momentum can really make a difference. Let's have a look. Animals. What have we done the animals this morning? I really hope we have. So we have all of the liming is done, apart from the damage circles, which refuse to take lime. We have 6 fields, really. And I mean, this is much, much bigger than it actually normally is, which is brilliant. Fertilised. We could really run over those 3 fields and do 1 fertiliser state. And this should be completely... Oh. Oh, you've got the... I was going to say you've got the fertiliser plane not switched on at present. So, yeah, they're all good. No weeds. Shouldn't need ploughing. Nope. And rolling. Yeah, they all need rolling. Yeah. And haven't we got a roller on this? And I keep forgetting to use it. Yes. Yes, we have. We've got the roller that I seem to be getting the most common, that beautiful 12 metre that we've got, and I keep forgetting to use it. Yeah, it becomes, though, what it is. I was sort of working out what I thought to myself after the session. You did know you'd got it. Why did you not do the rolling? And I thought, well, I've got to be honest, it's another session. Because you've got to roll over all of those fields that you've finished your prep, you've done everything, and you just need to do your rolling. And then actually you've got to roll with 1 roller, and you've got all of your fields that you've just done, and it's going to take the same amount of time. Again, you think... is it worth that little tiny bonus for another 45 minutes of... I mean, I couldn't necessarily... The recording, I don't need to record it, but again, I feel strongly about like not recording, you know, not showing you everything that's done. So I think, do I want to drag everyone through all of that and rolling for that? And I thought, yes, I suppose, but yeah, I would also like to use the roller. Right, anyway, food. We know we've just topped up. Milk, we obviously did take. Straws full. Straws 31 tonnes. We've got the recordia now, so we can really use the recordia, can't we? I think it's could actually. Do we set that going across there? No, I'd like to. It's July. I'd like to push on to the harvest. I think, if I'm honest. Remind myself what we've actually got. Another one of those beautiful bits of kit. That is very intriguing. And I mean, look at the price on that. Is that not amazing? But again, we've actually got 2 really, really decent trailers, so we really don't need any more. Right, so yeah, rain is going to come later and do our lovely crops. Everything's done on those fields, just double fertilise. All we've got to do really is yeah, watch and make sure that these get fed every morning and go through till really, yeah, there's nothing else for us to do. Our canola is being oiled, you could say. The dairy is... Yeah, I haven't done a lot to this. I checked it. I literally went through my edit and sort of thought, I do think some things need tweaking. The cycles on this 3 for 2, the 72 cycles, I think that needs tweaking a little. I'd say 120, something like that, almost double, and it'll then become something reasonable. I don't want it to go silly, because then it's sort of taking away the fact that this is supposed to be... Well, it's not the best for mozzarella. If you look at the cheeses... That's 3 for 2. So it's the same as standard cheese. And the goat cheese is absolutely quite phenomenal. It actually grows, which is brilliant. And I think I left that alone completely, or tweaked it very slightly. I didn't do much to this, because I thought most of it was actually all right. Yeah, the cycles on that. And these 10 to 20, I left this completely alone, because it doubles the amount of milk for like what you've got. And I thought, well, that's brilliant. Yeah, this 10 for 20 as well. I think it was the butter from Buffalo Milk that's really special. I mean, that is like 15 times, 3 15s are 45, yeah. 15 times the amount of butter from that amount of milk is quite phenomenal. But again, the cycles are terribly slow. I wonder if I should tweak them a little in harmony with everything else just to make this a little bit better. So that it's... yeah, I am hoping to get all of these actually exported as proper models so that everybody can enjoy it. I think these ones haven't got anything that would stop console players actually doing it either. There's no scripting going on at all. So let's go through till August morning. Did we show the fact the oil was going? Yeah, it's glowy and sunflower oil also. is going up nicely. Sunflowers are loading, canola are loading. We can top the sunflowers. We've got a massive thing. We'll wait a couple extra months. It's not going to hurt right now. So let's go through, and it really needs to be 9 o'clock. Well, yeah, I may as well do it now, because if I do it like today, then the time's going to be like 8 o'clock, and then you zip through to 9 o'clock, and it's faffy. Let's have a look. Is the wind good? I would imagine the wind... Oh, that's not bad, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. Ooh, the beautiful Breadall. To be honest, we've just sort of shown that, although it is excellent, and it is, and I do like the Breadall, I've knocked another crone that so many times comes up in the sales. I mean, if we'd not got one, I'd treat us to it, but we've got one, that exact model. It does. That one comes up an awful lot, which is brilliant. So, August... Now, did you feed yourselves? Yes, it did. Fantastic. The milk is up to 3.9. How is our milk doing from the dairy as well? Ooh, wow, we're pretty full, aren't we? The milk buffalo milk bottled. How much have we actually got of the bottled milk? 1,586. So again, we can see it's really very, very slow. So I do think I ought to speed up a little, but I am trying to honour the fact that this is supposed to be, there's some of the buffalo things which is supposed to be slow. It is a bit horrible because the buffaloes produce very little milk, and then every single thing that the buffaloes have got is slowed down too, and yet we can see that their buffalo milk is a little bit special. Sorry, the buffalo milk to butter is a bit special. But again, the cycles are painfully slow. It does seem to be that the buffaloes, although are excellent, they're sort of slow to the point, or everything's stifled to the point where you're not feeling any good benefit of having buffaloes. So that's a critique definitely against Giants. I personally think they've gone a bit too far. But it is their game, so what can we say? Yeah, I mean, yeah, just look at the cycles difference. It's like 6 times, is it 6, 20, 6, 2's 12? Yeah, about right. It's not far off, actually. 6 times the amount of butter from goat milk. It's not as good, the thing, but it's still very good. It really, goats are a whole lot better than buffaloes in so many ways. I mean, they are quite special. I would like to do goats. Definitely. And then obviously a little bit of loss, which again is, I like that. It was a lot of loss in FS22. And I think that's a lot more. Giants, some of the things have nicely surprised me that Giants have done, but again, it's not enough because the cycles of their big factories are terrible. So the little factories are going to be absolutely awful by comparison, which is terrible. Little factories like this, if they did as slowly as this, you wouldn't actually buy one because it's not fit for purpose. So 27,000, we've checked that, they've been fed. There's not much room for milk in there. But, I mean, look at that, 388 litres, we've been doing this for months now. Hang on a minute. Why have we got standard cheese? We're not making standard cheese, we've ticked that by mistake. And that's making cheese from buffalo milk. Hang on a minute. No, you Wally, I've actually got normal cows. Oh. I have actually, yeah. So we everything, ignore all that I said because I've made a right Wally of myself. We actually, yeah, it's true. It's the first time I've actually gone with normal cows. I was thinking, that's a bit strange. It is a bit strange because you're actually looking, that's spot on. It is awful though still. I am right. We need the cycles on that need to be at least double to make. I mean, that cheese, I'm used to selling like 5 or 6 tons a month. Obviously, that was using a big one, but even so, a home dairy, if it only produced like a minuscule amount of cheese, you'd sack the manufacturer and say, take this rubbish away. I know I've said this before, but it's true. But we've been doing that for a few months and we've only got nearly 2 tons, although we have got some outside. Let's not forget that. I always forget about the ones outside, so I don't suppose that is too terrible. Yeah, so 1,000 litres of both butter and that, and then whatever it shows in here as well. So that's not 2.5 tons of milk. We've not got any cheese yet. Butter, almost 2 tons of that. I don't think the butter's too far off. I think that's quite reasonable. So we could sort of like give it another month. How much milk have we got stored inside? That's the storage of this. That's, yeah, it's, we can see it's backing up. So we really go through till September morning. There's nothing we've got to sell till about November, December, so I'm not worried. With the harvest will come first. And yeah, I am going to check every day though, because although this automatic unloading, which is a very good feature, if it worked, it's not dependable. As I've with that we saw, so we know. Have we just run out? I think in there. Does it not show you the contents? It just shows you that it is. It is empty, which does explain why it's not quite got the full amount in. Milk's up to 7 tonnes, straw down to 27, slurry's up to 43 tonnes. Animals, have they? I can't remember, weren't we close to them? Ooh, we are close to them actually giving birth. Another 3 months, and we're going to have a full enclosure, which will be the first time. No, it isn't. Riverbend Springs, we've filled ours, and that's why I've sort of ground to a halt with Riverbend. I've got quite a few episodes, that's why I'm not worried. I thought I was going to fight my enclosure, and I thought, no, I've already fought it for a couple of hours today. Let's give it a miss and let's do some recording. Let's get a good session sort of going with this. So it's September. Another one of those. That's the same one. Biobale. I would like to do some, but I think... No, we haven't got it yet, have we? That's the only thing you can do poppers with at present. Very good price. Very good price for something that's obviously... I've never seen such a bonus, 76%. Yeah, if I wasn't closing this down, I would actually snap the hand off of that. That is quite amazing. I would really love to have a go of that. If that was like one of the first things that dropped in a Let's Play, I'd seriously think, yeah, let's do poplars, but not right now. It doesn't make any sense at all. Right, so then let's grab some TMR, and you will do nicely. This seems to be getting an awful lot of love, the John Deere. Yeah, not all the others are like engines on, but nothing's happening. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a problem with the dairy in so much as it's not coping. It's really not. I think it needs tweaking a little bit more, but I wanted to get a feel for like, you know, what I think it's only when you like do it for a few months that you can get that feel for like how good it is. Or yeah, I don't think the film trigger's right on all things for this. Well, it does seem to be here. What did I have? That's it. It's sometimes it wants to fill the tractor with diesel, and it sort of seems to read that, and then you can't feel what's behind you. I don't know that it's Omatana that like this. Is it it was on left side, I think. Oh, very slowly. Actually, no, that's right. It would still do it though, but let's go the other way. Let's flip around. I mean, of course, you can sell your milk, but I want a dairy to be like a proper dairy. What I am going to do though is I am going to do 2 or 3 models. I'm going to do the basic dairy, which is still going to be fit for purpose, and then I'm going to make an enhanced dairy that's... Yeah, I remember in FS22, and I have said this before, I apologise for those who've already heard me say this, but yeah, we have the upgrade factories mod. It might happen again, but it did actually cause issues, which one of the viewers actually sort of brought to light and said he'd removed it because it caused issues. And I thought, well, actually, I do get issues sometimes. It doesn't always do it, but it then breaks like certain mods. So I thought, well, why don't we just do enhanced? I mean, Disturbed Simulations called his dairy a cheaty one, but actually, when you got the upgrade factories mod, actually if you upgraded his 3 times, it was still better than the one that he called cheaty. But obviously he made that at the time when there were no upgraded factories, and you did pay 3 times the amount. So really, I think Disturbed Simulations was a little bit tough on himself. I think it was spot on, really. Yeah, I think it was just cheating. It was a little builder, but let's be honest, it's all about the equipment you've got inside your building. You can buy top-notch bits of equipment that are twice as good or 3 times as good as the equipment you've got, the cheapest stuff. So it would just reflect in a higher price of the actual build. I do love these. Giants are a real character, and they've played to the strength of the game. Hence the fact that you can't see the sides and the back and all the rest of it. We all know this is just showing that it's a game, and like, yeah, because it'd be in a proper shed. We know that. The same as the storage and stuff is like also very different. Right, so we've done all of that. Our milk is going to be backing up a bit though, isn't it? 7656. How are we doing in the dairy? Can we sell? We can sell some bits and bobs. We ought to be checking to see milk's good. And that will bring, yeah, quite a bit of cash in. Cheese is, yeah, again, it's not got a, not even got a, and that's what I'm saying. We've just gone 2 or 3 months, and that's like painful. I mean, really pitiful. It's that bad. Canola oil's going up nicely. Butter isn't pitiful. That is quite good. But we could sell, that's green as well, so we could sell the butter. We could sell the milk, the bottled. I mean, yeah, it shows how much that the actual milk's worth, quite a bit, isn't it? But not as much as like selling bottled milk. So again, I think the bottled milk needs like souping up as well. But let's actually do something about this for now. Let's actually sell and we can't. I can't sell that. There's nothing to sell. Yeah, I'd like to do the chocolate going forwards, but again, I'd see the sugar. Again, we could get a sugar thing, but I haven't done any sugar beet, I don't think, at all in any of the Let's Plays that we've done so far. So let's go to 10 o'clock and see what. And it's not going to be a mighty bang. It's going to be a little bit of a trickle. But I'm getting used to this now. You just got to. It's hard economy. Is that it? I was expecting a little bit more than that. That's because you're selling the buffalo milk. It's hard, you know. Seriously, you're selling nothing. I believe this is what you should be selling. Yeah, no, it did. No, it was on selling. Yeah, it did sell, so that's terrible. Gordon Bennett. Oh, it sells all of them. Like, yeah, like cheese is storing. So that is really cool. I don't think we sold the bottled milk. No, let's do that again. I've got to be honest, I think that was 2 or 3 grand. That's why we didn't notice anything. It was that sort of small or little. Let's just look at the amounts this time. Yeah, wow. It's almost imperceptible, the selling of it, isn't it, really? That's quite awful. Right, anyway. Store again. So at least I'm getting better at that. I used to be a terror for just leaving it selling and wondering why I wasn't. So we made a bit of cash, really. And yeah, it's true about that. September, I think it's October that our sunflowers are ready, if I remember rightly. It is indeed. Right, oh, is it? All my life it looks like there's rain as well. So let's go through till October. We've managed really well with the amount of tractors we've got. We could have done with more, but like anybody, it's tough. The economy's tough, and this farm has been a real tough one. But we've sunk it straight into land every single time we've had a bit of cash or equipment, and it really has. It is showing. Yeah, that's when that gets modded. And we can do poplars with it, the 9-foot, the 9-metre one, or yeah, I don't mind doing any of them. That would be fantastic to actually grab the. Now they're definitely ready. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to call this as a little session, and the next session I'm going to get stuck in straight away. Or do I just record a little bit later and attack it on? Because I think it's going to be one of the smallest sessions in history. But for now, let's at least lease the. Beautiful header, and at present it's not the horsepower is not nerfed, so we can actually use headers that I personally think we really couldn't actually use. I don't think we could really. Headers, grain headers, corn headers, special headers. Yeah, we've done this before, haven't we? We really need to go to the corn. The cheapest one would be the. What did we go for last time? It was the Capello 6. That's versus a 6. No, that was the case. I think we did use the case last year, didn't we? I'm sure we did. Yeah, we will indeed lease it for that. So it's a little bit smaller, but again, it's probably the I think we could probably manage that, really, even like if the horsepower wasn't... no, it's still out. We left it out on purpose. Let's get it onto the edge of the first field. So the next session we can actually start. And I might also... Are we gonna do the Schnuffelstock straight away? I think we will. I think we'll literally do the baling as well. It is a bit messy, though. Trying to think, on that field we might be able to do the ups and the downs, only the trouble is there are no, we don't need this header, we really don't. No, we're taking that for just the sake of it. Yeah, I suppose we could, I think, but I do think we probably, the far end, this is one of those very rare fields where you actually could do straight up, straight down. There are trees at this end, which is maybe will catch us out a couple of times, definitely. Let's just drop the Schnuffelstock off for a second. Yeah, so I'm actually quite enjoying using this, only as I said, you do sort of have to... Now, the one thing with the Schnuffelstock, it did used to remain up in the air. They fixed that. It goes up in the air for a second and then it drops down. I'm really glad that was one of those... I think it's the MTL modding team, isn't it? I'm sure it is. It's a cracking bit of kit. I do think the price structure's a little bit odd, though. I do really think that, why are we paying twice as much for a smaller one? Surely should we really be paying twice as much for the bigger one? It doesn't make much sense to me, but it is. Well, let's fill this up. We have got some fuel right here, so at least let's start it with a full tank. We're definitely we've been repairing our equipment well. I'm quite pleased with what we've achieved. So let's get this set up, and I'm going to say my goodbyes. I'll edit that out because I deliberately stopped and started so I know where it is going to be on the recording. I've got to get better at things like that, little tricks to make you finding things like that a bit better. I can mute my mic, but that just came suddenly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do an up and a down course, and I do know we're going to get caught out by a couple of trees a couple of times, but apart from that we really don't want any headlands. Again, with working with the Schnuffelstock, I'm going to try my best to incorporate the Schnuffelstock in a lot, because it is going to save so much time, but only on those fields, and it's not going to happen often, where you can really incorporate it, where you can do the work without it affecting, because headlands are really going to defeat it, although I suppose if you did headlands, trying to think if there's a way. It's not quite right. We will develop the bestest possible approach to using the Schnuffelstock, because I am determined this time I'm going to learn and try to incorporate things which are better for us as farmers, really. And I'm glad that, only Courseplay obviously can do this. We can't do this with standard workers, so if we try and record I'm going to block the road, aren't I? That's any bad thing if you're trying to do something like this, so it's that's not going to be too bad. It's sort of, don't want to go any further, or I'm going to right. Yeah, go on, you can overtake, surely. Right, anyway, you're a ghost in the machine. We're not really worried. Right, so I'm going to say my goodbyes, and I'm going to set these courses up for next time, and I'm just going up and down, and we will see how we get on next session. So I hope you join me next session. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.